Well, good evening. Welcome to the DBS Sports. I am Kenson Casimir. The Department of Youth Development and Sport will be staging the annual School Sports Awards on Friday, June 29, 2018 at the St. Mary's College, commencing at 11 a.m. This is the occasion the department gets to recognize the outstanding students who have excelled during competitions organized under its auspices. Now, a number of schools had remarkable successes in the past year, and the department will be recognizing their achievements. The SLFA Coca-Cola Island Cup 2018 continued last evening. In the matches scheduled for the Marshall Grounds, former three-time Black Hat champions, the Mabia Valley, they defeated Soufrière 2-1. Talented midfielder Julius Louisi found the back of the net in the 44th minute, while Eddie St. Clair doubled their lead in the second half. Riquelme Sylvester was the goal scorer for Soufrière. In the second match, Marshall, they defeated Amsari 1-0, thanks to a goal from who else? Lincoln Phillip. The tournament continued today. The national under-20 team, they took on the senior national team at 6 p.m. while at 8 p.m. at Deriso, they come up against Central Castries. Both games will be held, and they are being held at the Leclerc playing field. Well, the implementation of properly trained first aid personnel to all active clubs on the island has been a top agenda item of the St. Lucia Football Association, Inc., as it continues to unfold its plans under the all-important club licensing initiative. Through a very strategic and mutually beneficial partnership with the St. Lucia National Red Cross, the SLFA, to this date, has managed to train 34 individuals from clubs across the island in first aid. The overall intention of the SLFA is to ensure that every club which satisfies at least the minimum administrative and technical requirements of the club licensing mandate have at least one person, apart from the coach or an active player, who is trained in first aid. The St. Lucia National Red Cross intends to conduct these courses up until the last Thursday of December 2018. A certificate presentation ceremony has been organized by the SLFA to award the participants who have successfully completed the course conducted from January to April. Well, the ceremony was held earlier today at 5 p.m. at the headquarters of the SLFA. Well, Sunday, June 24th was the final Monster Energy Moto X race in Vieux-Fort. All classes run 3 motos, with Alpha Bert riding bike number 332, placing first in the Pee-wee class, and Jamelin Alcindor riding the bike number 100, holding on to the first place position in Class B. In Class A, Kevin Elcock, riding bike number 4, won even when he was made to start about 7 seconds after the A-class riders, after they have left the starting blocks. His skill level and the speed was unmatched. Oswald Simon, riding bike number 44, who is currently in first place with the point standings in Class A, had bike issues. He, however, managed to ride the second motor and placed first. Well, the next race is scheduled for Cul-de-Sac on July 29th, after which the Supermoto season starts. Wow, well, we take a break, but when we get back, Darren Sammy, he speaks on Steve Smith. Welcome back. The CJ Swim Club will host the 4th annual Karen Bobrest Swim Meet on June 30th and July 1st, 2018. Swimmers in St. Lucia from all clubs, to include the Shark Swim Club, Southern Flying Fish, Romaine Roosevelt Swim Club, Sports Academy, Lightning Swim Club, and unattached swimmers will compete in friendly rivalry in the waters at the Rodney Heights Aquatic Center. Well, just a short week after the pool competition, the CJ Swim Club with St. Lucia Channel Swim will host the inaugural open waters event, with swimmers competing in the 1K, 3K, and 5K races. This event will be held at the Yacht Club. CJ Swim Club invites all to its fundraising barbecue immediately after. West Indies keeper Darren Sammy has not spoken to Under Fire Australia skipper Steve Smith regarding the recent ball tampering scandal, but insists he will be ready to go for the start of the Global T20 Canada on Thursday. Smith was the focus of attention in March of this year after he and Australia vice-captain David Warner were found guilty of ball tampering during a series against South Africa. The domestic and international ban, however, did not apply to the Global T20 League, and Smith, who will appear for Sammy's Nationals in the inaugural league, will be hoping to make a successful return to the crease on Thursday. I've spoken to him as to the role I would love for him to play on the team. As to what's going on in his mind, I think only Jesus could could tell you what is going on in his mind, the Toronto captain Sammy told a news conference. So far, he has been brilliant for the guys, especially the batsmen, he added. They might not be able to copy what he does in terms of experience and batting situations and the process in which he prepares for a match, but it's good to see how he goes about his business and good to learn for the youngsters. Well, seven-time Wimbledon champion Serena Williams is 25th seed for this year's tournament, despite being outside the top 42 in the rankings. The 36-year-old American is continuing her return to action after giving birth to her first child in September. Williams, a 23-time Grand Slam singles winner, has played only 3 tournaments in the past 12 months and is ranked 183rd in the world. Slovakia's world number 32, Dominika Cibulková, has not been seeded. On Tuesday, Cibulková said it would not be fair for Williams to be seated ahead of her. I don't think it's the right thing to do, said the 29-year-old. I think it's just not fair. I have tried and I should be seated. If they put her in front of me, then I will lose my spot and I am supposed to have it. Well, she eventually lost that spot. So sad. Finally, in World Cup action, a second-half strike from Sunderland's Wahbi Krasi ensured that Tunisia ended their World Cup Group G campaign with a victory as Panama finished bottom. Japan reached the last 16 of the World Cup by having a better disciplinary record than Senegal after losing to Poland in their final Group H game. Well, the match finished in a farcical fashion, with both sides happy to play the ball around at the back for much of that final quarter. Well, Yerry Mina's second-half header sent Colombia into the last 16 tie with England at the World Cup at the expense of Senegal, who lost out to Japan, having received more yellow cards, as we explained. But Senegal spent the final 20 minutes pushing for an equalizer, which would have sent the African side through. Well, Cisse's side will level with Japan in terms of points and goal difference, but crucially, not yellow cards. Be more disciplined. As sports, let's take a look at the weather.
The weather is brought to you by RMC Limited, above and beyond expectations. Look no further than RMC Limited for your entire hotel and catering supplies. In stock are chafing dishes, glasses, folding tables, as well as chef jackets, pants, shirts, shoes, hats and aprons. RMC's janitorial supplies makes life clean, sanitized and fresh, with wet mops, brooms, mop buckets, wet floor signs, mats, bins, and all your housekeeping uniforms, shirts, pants and dresses. RMC Limited, above and beyond expectations.
Heading towards the end of the month, good news is still not seeing any signs of any activity. You look across the Gulf of Mexico, down into the Caribbean. Those are the areas that we watch this time of the year. You do see some more convection down across the extreme southern Caribbean. Nothing organized with that, just some showers and thunderstorms down in that direction. The water vapor imagery really kind of tells the story, because as you look across the Gulf of Mexico, you can see all the dry air that's in place. You see that across the Caribbean as well, even the western Atlantic. There's really a lot of dry air. You have this little upper level low which is spinning just to the south, or maybe even right on top of the Dominican Republic, and that is helping to create some stronger wind shear across portions of the Caribbean as well. So no signs that anything is going to develop really over the next 5 to 7 days. The GFS model basically says the same story, keeping things pretty quiet as we go through the weekend and into next week. We'll keep you updated right here.
The weather was brought to you by RMC Limited, above and beyond expectations.
DBS News continues after the break.